really hope this works. Well, hey again. The computer is being a little weird today. The recording software is being a little weird today. But anywho, I'm back again. We are doing this again. I'm back earlier than I usually am, but then I'm also this I'm more hard pressed to, I've taken up a challenge to myself to release at least a video a week, and that is what I'm intending to do. Anywho, let's start from where we left off last time, and I'll take you to my screen. And I hope you can see my screen and you can see my mouse this time, because it was behaving a little weird when I tried doing this just a while ago. Anyway, before we do that, I'll give you a quick heads up. We were talking about algorithms in JavaScript. We spoke about reversing a string in JavaScript the last time we were here. Today we are going to talk about finding palindromes and reversing an int. Again, relatively shorter videos, and the idea is just to get in the groove of making these videos so that I can make them much regularly and doesn't take them on as a chore to me. So I'll do that, what I just said. I'll open up my terminal. Yep, this is the terminal. I'll go to my development folder, which is an alias mapped to new dev, and I'll open up DSA in JS. This is the folder. Let me open this up in Visual Studio Code. Again, the code editor of my choice. You can have whatever you want. Let's make this full screen, and this is what we did last time. We had 3 methods of doing the same thing, reversing a string. Let's move forward from here. Let's talk about palindromes. So while I do that, let me make a new file, call it palindromes.js. One sec. I'm sorry. Whew. Yeah, so the basic question is that the given string, if it is equal to reverse string, return true, otherwise false. Okay, so to do this, let me first comment this out. Come on. Let me comment this part out. This is the question that we have. And to do this, what we are going to do is I'm going to, so as you may have guessed, which I'm guessing you guys are smart. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to yoink one of those methods from the last question, from the last time we did this. So let's take this one up. Let me yoink this out. Yoink. And let me yeet it here. Okay, I've yeeted it here. Let me uncomment this. Let's call this palindrome. Okay, so this is reverse. I hope you understand what this part does, right? I'm gonna just console log this again just to refresh your memory, to tell you what this part does. And let me open this in a terminal. The terminal here. Let me get node palindromes.js. Oh, I haven't given it any. Yep. Right. Okay. Let me try this again. Right. Some errors. Let me be a little more thorough this time and make sure that we have given it a given it a string argument. So we run this again and it gives you back the reverse string. Now the question simply is that if this is equal to string, that's all that we have to return, because this gives you a true or false. So all we have to do is just make this comparison and see if it gives you a true or false. So subscribe to my channel should now give you a falsy value. Let me try running this, and as expected it is giving you a false. Is it too small? Are you guys able to see everything? Let me make this bigger. Is this good enough? Yeah, I hope so. Anywho, so what I've done here is I've simply reversed the string as per what we discussed the last time, and I've made a comparison between the reverse string and the given string, and if they are equal, they will give you a truthy value, otherwise a falsy value. As simple as that. Let's try this with a truthy value. Let me make auto from Auto Octavius Spider-Man. It should now give you a truthy value, which it does. So that's that question solved. Yeah, so these questions, both of these are derivatives of the first question that we did. And so now let me make another file, call it reverse int. And let me be consistent in my naming. Reverse int, and as we have done till now, let me write down what we are doing before we do it. So given an integer, return its reversed value, and I saw that it did some replacements without me asking it to. So for example, input, let it be 25, and output be 52. Okay, sounds easy, looks easy, is easy. There's this a little complicated part in this, which we'll come to. We'll cross that bridge when we reach it. In fact, let me give you a heads up. So if we have 500 as input, we want the output to be not 005, we want it just to be 5. Okay, also if the input is let's say minus 300, we want the output to be minus 003, which is 3 minus 3. This is in fact the question, and this is where it stumps people up. But we are smart. We're going to do it step by step. What I'm going to do is, so first of all, integers in JavaScript can also be converted to string. And once I convert it to string, I can simply reverse it like we did the last time around. That will bring us closer to the solution. That will not be the complete solution. Let me show you what I mean. So let me make a function. Let's call it reverse int. Okay. Let's make this to be an arrow function which takes the parameter of a number, and it has to convert it to string. Okay. Once we have converted it to string, we know what to do to reverse a string, right? We can split it. with the separator being just all the characters being the separators. We can then reverse it, and we can join it at every character. And yeah, so this will not give us the answer that we want, but this will bring us closer to that answer. So for example, this will probably solve the these one. Yeah, it's still a string, so I want you to keep that in your head while we are talking about it. I want you to make a notice of it, that it's still a string. We are not getting a number. So for example, console.log, if I do a type of and I do 25, and let's see what it returns. Node reverse int.js, it will give you a number, and that is what is expected. We want a number as a return, not a string. This will give you a string. So first of all, we'll pass it into an integer, but let's just see what we have done till now. So if we give it a number, let's say let's do a reverse int of 52. Okay, let's see what it gives us. It should give us the string 25. We can show you by doing a type of here. Okay, it's a string. So, and we want a number. So the first thing that we do is we pass it into a integer. So let's just do a %. Once we have done that, it solves some of our question, not all of it. So if I do a reverse int now, it gives me a number, and let's just make sure that it is the number that we are looking for. Yeah, so 52 should give us 25 back in return as a number. It is now 25 the number. Okay. Okay, but what happens if I give it like 500? Let's try this. Let's try all the cases that I've given. It would give me 5 as expected. What happens if I give it minus 500? It should give me minus 5, right? Let's see if that happens. No, it gave me 5. Why? Well, when you do it %, it gets rid of the sign. It takes everything into a positive integer, and we can solve it. We can solve it simply by, there's another function that we have at our disposal. It's called math.sign, and it takes a number. See, as you can see, it takes a number and it gives you whatever that number is. So for example, if I do minus 300 here, let me take this out of here, let me put it here, and do a math.sign of minus 500. Let's keep it consistent. Minus 500. See what it gives you. It gives you a positive or a negative integer, +1 or a -1, based on whatever the sign is. So if I make it plus 500, it should now give us the positive integer 1. This should ring some bells in your head. I mean, it's simple now, is it? Is it not? So let's just simply multiply it by math dot sign of whatever the number that we have. Once we do that, come on, and let's bring this back here. Let's try doing this again, and this time let's do it with minus 500 like we were trying to. It will now give you -5. There you go. Can you see the results? It is -5 right here. This was the expected result and we've got it. So yeah, those are the questions solved for this time. Again, quick stream, and I would very much like your feedback. If you can spare me some time, this would help me be better. And see what I've made. I've made notes for myself. I'm going to upload this in a repo. Let me do this right now. Let's do a repo.new. And I was also, just checking my stream. So let's just call this CSA in JS. Yeah. This is a repo to post DSA in JS video code. Yeah, whatever, man. Add a readme file. No. Let me just create this repository. And since we don't have a repository to begin with, let me just copy this. Let's go here. And if I do a git status, you'll get to know that this is not a repository. Okay, let me initialize the repository right now with the instructions given and upload it. We have not yet uploaded the code. So if I do a git status, you'll see everything here. Let's just go to our code here, and this is what we have done over the last 2 videos and 3 files. Make reverse int drones, not palindromes, palindromes, and reversing a string files with solved algos. That's all of them. Let's add all of them. And in fact, let me modify my commit messages. Let us be good programmers. And batch 1 will be better programmers when we put them into their separate branches and raise proper PRs, but that's not the point of this stream. Let's just do this. In fact, let's make this. Let's call it what it is. Video 2. Let's commit this and sync those changes. Okay. And once we have done that, we should see those changes here. And there you go. We have the changes here. I'll add to the README file later, but this is what we have done till now, and I'll use this and put this in the description. Anywho, so that's for today's stream. That's for the video today, and I'll see you the next time around. Hopefully, it will be much more quicker than what we have done till now, which is, I've taken a week. So the idea is to not take a week. Okay. We'll do that. We'll stick to that. We'll come back and solve some more I just cannot speak. We'll come back and solve some more interesting questions. Yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.